welcome back to my channel. It's Donna with V is for Vegan with another What I Ate in a Day video. Whole starch, low fat, by the way. I was craving some comfort food this last weekend, so raided the pantry and the fridge, and well, let's see what I came up with. Hi guys. Well, I started off my morning the usual way. Boiled up some oats, and I added a little bit of cinnamon and maple syrup and chopped up a banana in there. If you haven't been a fan of oatmeal in the past, you should really give this a try. It's an excellent combo and so good. Later on, I decided to make some veggie stew, so I just peeled a couple of gold potatoes and a sweet potato, and then I chopped them up in pretty big pieces. I really like my stew to be kind of chewy, and if you chop them up too small, sometimes it gets a little bit mushy, if you know what I mean. I also did the same thing with half of a white onion and half of a red onion. Chopped them up nice and thick. I think that really helps with satiation too, all that good chewing action going on. Yeah, I added some celery too. And I wanted to mention, don't be afraid of the greens here. Any of you who juice celery know that there's so many nutrients in that. So I chopped that up really fine and added that, as well as this little can of V8 juice. I don't want a big one, just a little one. Not too much sodium, if you know what I mean. I also added some organic veggie broth and some diced tomatoes. I usually make my own veggie broth, but I always keep this on hand just in case. And what I normally do is I save up all these little tidbits and ends and things that we don't normally eat. You save them up in a big Ziploc bag, and when the bag is full, I toss it in the crock pot with a bunch of spices, the same ones you see here, and cook it overnight. And you wake up in the morning, it smells so good, and it makes the best broth ever. Okay, so a little later in the cooking process, probably the last half hour, that's when I add my organic spinach, and I chop up some zucchini and put that in there along with the diced tomatoes. I don't like to do that too early because they get super mushy and that's gross. So it's pretty good, and I added another layer of the spices, gave that a big toss, and cooked the whole thing for a total of about 3 or 4 hours. It really doesn't take very long for veggies, maybe even less than that, but I don't put those other things in until maybe the last 20 minutes or so. But let me tell you, turned out so delicious. And this is what I had for lunch, and as you can see here, I also had the same thing for dinner with some leftover rice and lentils that I had. Yeah, I threw in a little pop of color there just for picture's sake. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you decide to make this for yourself, or you have a favorite veggie stew recipe, please leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope to see you in another video real soon. Thank you.